Hello, class. Everyone within the strategy uh, program of Section 6. I'm super excited to be here and to present my findings on the company which I've been able to research this semester, and provide some insights into how LUMIO, as a solar company, the company I researched this semester, can implement and improve uh, their customer experience within their corporation. This is the strategy which I feel will be of most benefit to LUMIO moving forward as a corporation. So just a little background on LUMIO. So LUMIO, they are a residential solar installation company. Their mission is to deliver solutions that decentralize power, elevate communities, and provide authentic sustainability. All of these things have been in their mission statement since inception as a company. Uh, and specifically, I just want to focus on this elevate communities portion of Lumio's mission, and these recommendations I'll be providing today adhere to that specific point of Lumio's mission, and I believe will help Lumio as a company greatly moving forward. So the problem we face here, Lumio faces the challenge. If you break it down to the very the crux of what the problem is here, um, with Lumio in regards to their competitors, is basically they have received low customer satisfaction ratings, much lower than any of their competitors in the industry for a considerable amount of time. This low customer satisfaction has led to decreased customer retention and brand loyalty, and has ultimately resulted in revenue loss, reputational and reputational damage within the industry. And so ultimately, this is the problem Lumio is facing currently as a company and as a corporation. Um, and so moving forward, I'm going to address this. But just to give you a little more insight into Lumio as a company, so internal SWOT analysis, they have some of their strengths include their product is very high quality, it ranks right up there with the others in the industry. They also have a very good support for employees, especially their sales reps. They treat them very well, have a very good reputation there, and they also have personalized solutions for customers in regards to the actual product themselves. Some of the opportunities. So actually, I'll go over weaknesses first. Weaknesses, high initial cost. So right out the gate, it's going to be a little more expensive for their product. A weakness that they have right now is their current customer service. And then their operations processes can be definitely improved and strengthened. It's not a super strong point of Lumio currently. And then in regards to opportunities and threats, opportunities, lots of technology advancements in the solar industry, and a lot of expansion within solar, a lot of government programs encouraging people to get solar. And there's also, with this expansion and reach, more opportunities for customer engagement as well. And then yeah, ending with threats here, there's a lot of competition, a lot of regulatory changes that could actually inhibit solar moving forward as well, just depending on legal things that happen moving forward. And then the external factors that you just can't control within the economy. If there's a huge crash, right, people won't be able to afford solar, and it's just not going to be super great for the solar industry as a whole. But this is just some background on Lumio. So looking at the strategic group map, these are the competitors of Lumio, and currently I want to look specifically at the customer service ratings, right? So if you look at the bottom here, Lumio is ranked at the very bottom of any of their competitors in regards to customer service. This is crazy. This is something that needs to change, and something that is significantly impacting Lumio as a corporation. And then you look at the strategy canvas here, you look at all these different areas of what makes a solar company great. And again, you can see here, customer service, Lumio is ranked at the very bottom with a 2 relative to their competitors at a 3, 4, and 5. And then looking at their NPS scores, there's, a considerable gap between Lumio and its other competitors, Blue Raven, ADT, and Elevation. The only one that ranks lower than Lumio is Sunrun, but that's the only one that ranks below them, and so this is putting them at a disadvantage. And this just further to my point I'm trying to prove here. Lumio needs to up their game here within the customer service rankings and improve their reputation there. Um, just some overall bird's eye view of the industry as well for the solar industry. Solar is growing a lot. I kind of talked to this point earlier with the internal SWOT analysis, but this external macro analysis of the industry, solar is rapidly growing due to these government initiatives that are being taken currently. There's also, a lot of people just in general moving towards electric power for cars and just everything in general. So that's been great for the solar industry moving forward. So that looks great for Lumio. Weakness, there's a lot of fluctuations in the pricing, so that's not super great for anyone within this industry, but you can't really control that, unfortunately. So, but just a weakness to be aware of. Opportunities. There's a lot of new policies moving forward that will continue to encourage people to get solar, and so that's super exciting. And then the biggest threat that I see in this industry, according to IBIS World, the price of natural gas. If this decreases significantly over the next little while, it's gonna make people not want to go towards solar and maybe just stay with their gas powered stuff. So anyway, there's a path here forward. This is the where I want to go now. There's a path here forward for Lumio, and I believe that if they can take a strategic shift towards enhancing its customer service experience, this will differentiate them as to their competitors. And this is really the bread and butter of what makes a solar company great, is their customer experience. And so moving forward, I have three recommendations for Lumio to implement to enhance their customer service. So the first is to develop and implement a training program for their employees. The second is to invest in technology that can streamline the communication between Lumio and its customers. And the third is to revamp their internal processes to make sure they're on top of, customer inquiries and issues when they arise, and they can be right there when it happens. And so I have 3 steps, a step-by-step action plan to implement this recommendation. The first is for Lumio to communicate the vision to their employees through town hall meetings, department meetings, internal newsletters, just help people be aware of this issue and create a sense of urgency. The second is to empower individuals to act and help them to know what they can do to have these new experiences with these customers through these trainings. They can then be empowered. And the third is to find ways to get instant customer support and feedback, whether it be through software or through a chat bot. These are the kind of like the 3 main step-by-steps that I see being of most value to implement moving forward. And in regards to specific performance indicators and how can we set and measure these objectives and follow through with this recommendation. So I have 4 in specific. CAC, customer acquisition costs with finance, like how much does it cost to acquire a customer, track that. You can also track the processes metrics. So, the average response time it takes for customer inquiries, like let's reduce that time. And then innovation, how many new customer service technologies are being implemented. And then in regards to customer metrics, the net promoter score, I want to increase that, and that's going to help us, it's going to help Lumio to improve and support customer satisfaction and just overall better overall performance moving forward. So this is the timeline I am lining out for Lumio. So the first 1 to 2 months is to formulate a customer service improvement plan. So we're going to make the plan and the program, and we're going to then the next 3 to 6 months, we're going to roll out this technology. We're going to roll out these plans to, help the employees to know what to do and to know how to be better with their customer service. So that's going to be like the pilot program. And then 7 to 9 months out, we're going to expand this pilot program, this employee training program, and these other initiatives that we're taking. We're going to then expand it from the pilot phase to the company-wide phase. And then after about a year of implementation from here, we are going to evaluate the effectiveness of these implemented changes and make the necessary adjustments to kind of fine-tune where we're at with these customer service practices and keep improving from there. And so from there, how can we assess progress and success? Well, obviously we need to keep assessing every day, right? So as we keep moving forward from this point where we are now, and as we begin to implement these changes for Lumio, we can continue to assess these changes with by regularly reviewing customer feedback and operational metrics, and then we can adapt these strategies accordingly. And then we can continue to institutionalize these changes by embedding customer-centric values into the customer culture, revising employee performance criteria to include customer satisfaction metrics, and then last, continue to integrate these customer service initiatives into standard operating procedures. So overall, just assessing as we go the metrics and these KPIs that I was showing earlier to know how to adjust moving forward as we go. And so my recommendation, my task for Lumio is to implement these steps, implement a comprehensive employee training for all Lumio employees to know how better to deal with customers, invest in streamlined communication technology for bridging that gap between Lumio and its customers. And then the last is to revamp these internal processes to help when there are issues that arise. Let's close those gaps of that time it takes for us to meet these needs for customers of Lumio. And so overall, I know if Lumio can do this and effectively implement these changes, that Lumio will become a more customer-centric company, and it will ensure the overall growth moving forward for this company, Lumio, in the solar industry for this foreseeable future. And this is my my recommendation overall for the company. But I'm happy to take any questions if there are any. If not, thank you so much for your time today and listening to my recommendations here for this strategic project, and some extra information if you'd like. We can go through that another time. Thank you so much.